Let's turn to the big international story at the moment that's making the headlines. The United States late last night launched a missile attack on a Syrian airbase in retaliation to the chemical attack on rebel-held territories by Bashar al-Assad. The surgical strike has now divided world opinion, most of the nations hailing the US move, but President Trump's act has put two superpowers, the US and Russia, at loggerheads.
9 Tomahawk cruise missiles fired at a Syrian airfield by the United States Navy destroyers in the Mediterranean Sea. A move that now has two superpowers, the US and Russia, facing off, leading to tension across the globe. The bombing of a Syrian airfield that was home to warplanes that are suspected to have carried out the chemical attack on the 4th of April is the first direct military action by the US against the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's regime.
It is in this vital national security interest of the United States to prevent and deter the spread and use of deadly chemical weapons.
Russia has strongly condemned the strikes, warning the move would further damage the already battered US-Russia relations. Moscow has equated the attacks with US intervention in Iraq in 2003. Russia has suspended an agreement that prevents direct conflict between US and Russian forces in the region. Russia claimed that the strikes had extremely low military effectiveness and that just 23 of 59 cruise missiles reached the airbase. Russia said only 6 Syrian jets were destroyed, but the runway was intact. Syria has called this an act of aggression, saying it made America a partner of the Islamic State. The US used a special military-to-military hotline to warn Russia it was launching an airstrike on a Syrian airbase 30 minutes in advance. But the Trump administration did not seek Moscow's permission. The attack on Syria has divided world opinion. Britain, Germany and France have backed the US move.
Well, we fully support this strike. We've been in close contact with the American government over the last couple of days in preparation for this, and they have been determined to try to prevent future attacks like this.
As the superpowers face off in conflict zone, the implications of the US strike are still unfolding. Bureau Report, India Today.
I'm joined by the Voice of America White House correspondent on Skype from Washington, Pete Heinlein. Pete, appreciate your joining us. Give us a sense of what next. Is the US President Donald Trump now preparing for an all-out attack on Syria, and will that lead to an escalating conflict with Russia?
No, I think the general feeling here is that this is a one-off strike. This is something that is intended to send a message to Syria that such attacks as this chemical weapons attack are not to be tolerated. They're outside the bounds. You could see that President Trump was emotionally stricken when he saw the pictures, especially he spoke of the babies that died in this chemical weapons attack. And he has been critical of his predecessor for inaction sometimes on the international scene, and he has put some very seasoned generals in charge of policy, and General McMaster, the former General Mattis, who's now the Defense Secretary, made a very keen observation, very
So you're saying, Mr. Heinlein, this will be a one-off. Your view is that this is a one-off to send a firm message to Syria, zero tolerance for the use of chemical weapons. Clearly a tough message there being sent by Donald Trump. Let's take a break. I appreciate your joining us on the show. Next,